Yeah. What's up, YouTube? So, Cadel and I were talking about some catchy things we could say while we're doing a Valvoline Restore and Protect oil change. So here we go. So I said, can you see me? That it's cheaper to keepr would be one. Right? It's cheaper to keepr because going to buy a new car is expensive. Buying a new engine is expensive. And oil is cheap and engines are expensive, right? So we're going to fill this thing up. We got a little bit of an oil consumption problem here. And I would say that everyone should use Valvoline Clean and Protect.
If you have a higher mileage motor that wasn't maintained, absolutely.
Yeah. So
or even if it was maintained, if you have a higher mileage motor, over like 150,000, it's worth it to spend the extra money. Make sure that you keep your engine in
now
good
there's
health.
some videos out there that they're saying that they're finding clogged oil filters. If your engine's that nasty, it isn't the oil's fault that it's doing you.
That oil's not going to save your engine.
You need to flush that heavy floating deposits out, you know, and then be more proactive in checking the conditions and not just driving it and hope that, you know.
Yeah. That's when it's time to throw some motor flush in, make sure you're trying to flush all
that.
that
Do that beforehand. But they're saying that this is an aggressive product. It's not an aggressive product. They had a product that was a bit aggressive that was like that, but my opinion is if you're going to do a motor flush, do it on the old filter.
On the old oil, you add that quarter motor flush in
pull
before
that out,
you change the oil.
And then it can't hurt for a few dollars that the oil filter is if you know you have a nasty engine to pull the oil filter off in 1,000 miles.
Yeah.
Either commit to cutting it apart and inspecting it, or just change it as cheap as the filters are, and then just top the oil off.
It's worth it to do the cheap maintenance so you don't have to replace the
It's all
expensive
cheap.
Well, that's my
even
point.
if you spend $60 for a gallon of oil or $100 for a gallon of oil, it is still cheap.
Because it's much cheaper than a motor.
Cheaper to keepr.